Welcome in once again, guys. We're here to feed that Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard addiction, guys. You guys already know we have Pot of Prosperity, QCSR, Quarter Century Secret Rare, from Rarity Collection Uno. This card is forgotten. No one's paying attention to it. It's played at 1 in some decks. It feels just right at 1. You see it when you see it. When you see it, you play it, and that type of thing, right? Sometimes Konami, after some time passes by, they like to unlock certain cards from the list, right? And pot cards have mostly, if I'm not mistaken, most of the the generic ones, the dualities, the desires, the extravagances, in some way, shape, or form. Not that they all have been, but some of these have been hit on the list. They've been too broken. They've been just great meta relevant cards at the time of release. And then once they go on the list, then Konami eventually unlocks it. They unlock the card, they let people play, use it, it gets power crept, things of that nature. I'm not saying that it has to happen this upcoming list, but just in case it does, keep it in mind. This Quarter Century Secret Rare, used to be money not too long ago. 6 months ago, this card was 28 to 30s. Now we recently had the largest volume candle in the last, 180 days? I'm bad at math. Around there, give or take. So that's a long time frame, guys. The largest volume candle at the same time when the price of the card has been the lowest has ever been in that same time frame, right? So when you combine the lowest price with the highest volume candle, those are the signs. Those are the signals. It's all in the charts. Men lie, women lie, the charts don't lie. No one's looking at this card right now. No one's coming here like, let me see what that random chart is doing right now. Oh, look at that volume candle. Oh, this and that and the third. No, they're not doing that. So when they don't do it, you do it. When the herd goes left, you go right, and vice versa. You always do the opposite. Shout out to Andrew for providing a deal. Member of the channel, that's my guy. To one of you guys, because after that card is, the card is 16 bones, or one of Andrew's listing right there, and then the card is 21 fitties immediately. With the Wall of China, 12 listings right there, and then eventually it does go towards $25 at the bottom of the page. 21 listings only. That is not a lot, guys. And again, this card, it could get a starlight at any point. We understand. But again, if it does, probably be in the Rarity Collection 5, which is not anytime soon from now, and definitely not before the ban list. So just speculation here. Just a card to keep in mind, in case it gets bumped up to 2 or to 3 on the list. It doesn't have to happen. We're, again, speculating here. But just, if it does, if this card goes to 2 to 3, this card would be a 50 piece overnight. Literally, it would. It would, because people would rush in. They would need their extra copy. Some people don't even own the card. They're going to want the specific rarity. So just wanted to highlight this one from Rarity Collection 1. A lot of people forgot about this already. Just one to keep in mind. And again, you do have the different rarities. In the Rarity Collection, you have the rare, what we call here the rarity treatment, where you get, all these different rarities inside, obviously the set. So don't forget, look, you have Platinum Secret Rares. Platinum Secret Rares used to be 639s. Crashing, it says, to 436s. But as we can see, you have places here in the 330s, man. That is not bad. 10, 11 bones post-tax for a playset of this card. Not bad, because eventually it will be a $5 and beyond card. So again, I just own one of these Platinum Secrets. I own a Euro copy, so I don't plan on ever moving it. And then I have a PUR. So right now I only own 2 Prosperities, and it's crazy. Again, it's a card that probably most people don't have, and if they do have it, probably not many. Me, I only own 2 copies of Prosperity, and again, it has the full rarity treatment. Crazy. I don't even own like the Ultras and the Supers and the cheaper ones, and they're all, look, $2. I mean, the Ultras are $150, but they're all pushing 2s and beyond, guys. So there's no better time to get exposure to this card. At the very least, get your one of. At the very least, to play now. And honestly, if you're already getting one, I'd get a playset, just in case. You never know. Conservatively speaking, that's the minimum that I would get. So again, Platinum Secrets can be 5s and beyond in the short term. You have PCRs here at around 250s. That is a great playset if you guys want it right there. Because after that playset at 250s, the next playset is 3s. And then after that, it'll be 4s and then 5s. So don't sleep on this PCR. If this is a version that you prefer right now, not bad to get exposure. Then you have the PURs. If you love PURs, look at this volume candle. Coming in as of late, you have 2 here at 220s. But after that, it quickly goes to $5 at the bottom of the page. 32 listings only. So again, people are not paying attention to these cards right now. They're not. So what do? You come in here, you pick your choosing. You pick your favorite rarity, the one that you maybe want exposure to, and you come in here before these cards. Again, they could be $5 across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if we wake up one day and Pot of Prosperity is $5 across the board, especially if it gets unlocked on the list. Even if it just gets a bump up to 2, this card would go wild. So again, look, we have a clean secret rare here. Recently was 4 bones. Before that, it was $1.50, man, $1 and some change. And now it's crashing all the way back down to near the scene of the crime at around 2 bones. But again, only 1-ups. The walls of China are at $3. You come in here, $10 post-tax, you get a play set of Pot of Prosperity, secret rare, perfect mid-max rarity. This is a card that I would be buying right now, getting exposure through the weekend while everyone's focusing on worlds and everyone is focusing on, you know, a ban list and you know, in the meta and the next YCS and the next regional, just in case it comes off the list. And even if it doesn't, even if it stays at 1, you still want exposure, because you can see volume has been coming in for this card, even as a 1-of. No better card to buy right now, in my humble opinion, you know, than Pot of Prosperity. And we have Effect Veiler. You have the QCSR still in the 30s. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. This card is still $36.95. Let's say 37 still. Wow. This card was, you know, $40. Volume candle came in, but it actually can't continue going down. Excuse me, guys. It continued going down in price. Volume came in now at the lows of 35 bones. And yeah, I think that's a great entry price. 29 listings. You have a couple 1-ofs here, and then it's a 40 piece, man. 40 piece wings from Wingspot. The Wingspot. Whoa. What's that? The Wingspot, huh? So again, the card, man, excuse me, guys. Man, apologize for that. I'm so sorry. The voice, man, just crackling today. But again, 29 listings here, 37 bones, a couple of 1-ofs, and then it's a 40 piece. So this is an Effect Veiler. It's being used at 3s as a hand trap right now in the meta. Card is just too good. We literally talked about this card the other day. I think it was the alternate art, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, we talk about so many cards on the channel. But mind you, this is from Rarity Collection 1. You can see the curvature off the lows. The volume is coming in. The signals are coming in from the charts. The signals is all in the charts, guys. You know, it's not willy-nilly random opinions. No. The charts are saying we're curving from the lows. We have volume alongside it. If this is the one you want, then you come in. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it already has a Starlight Rare for the OG print. So again, no need to worry about a Starlight Rare reprint for the OG art. Yeah, maybe the alternate art, but again, in the meantime, you know, $40. You want to pay 40s and below. You don't want to be that guy coming back at 50s, 60s and beyond. Don't do that. This card is hard to get. Came in Rarity Collection Uno, already has a Starlight Rare. When you combine all these things, it's a safer bet. Sure, it could get an alternate art Starlight. There's going to always be people that want the OG. They're going to want the OG. So you're going to want to come in right now. No better time to come in than right now. You know, in the mid 30s right now, this card is going to be money. Literally 3 pages only, 29 listings. So don't sleep on the Veiler. Right here, quarter century secret rare from Rarity Collection Uno. And here we have Effect Veiler, secret rare. Again, no one's looking at Effect Veiler right now, even though it's being played in the meta. You know, not too many people are paying attention to this. People are taking this card for granted. Here's the clean secret rare. We're gonna check on the rest of the rarities here as well. My bad, should have had it up and running here for you guys. Let me just filter this janitor style for the secret, and then just search Effect Veiler here, because I want to make sure that we check the Rarity Collection 1. Let's find the set. Boom, right here. So we'll get into this in just a bit. But again, the secret rare, I wanted to highlight it because it was $7 and a V-shape recovered from the lows with volume, guys. The largest volume candle in the last 90 days. And this card, again, couple 1-ofs, and then it's 10 bones. We talked about this card very recently. I'm not going to go into too much detail. We literally talked about this card. But again, we have the quarter century. We have the secret rare. And then we have the other rarities. People are playing these at 3s. Okay, we've talked about the quarter century and the secret rare mainly, but I wanted to highlight this card today overall. There's a million prints of Effect Veilers. You even have a Duelist Saga beautiful one as well. That didn't come obviously in Rarity Collection. That's why it's Duelist Saga. But the whole point is you have a bunch of printings and holographics for Effect Veilers, right? But don't take this card for granted. You know, people on a budget, they're going to come in and they're going to want, you know, the supers, the ultras, and the cheaper ones. PC arts at 8 to single digits. is a steal. PURs at single digits is a steal. Platinum secret rares at around 10s. These could be 15 to 20s in no time. Little by little, people are going to be coming in to pick up their effect veilers. Don't sleep on this card that recently was shekels. After it was previously $2, it fell out of favor in the last year. In the last, you can say in the last 6 months, halfway through this chart, card started falling out of favor, falling knife mode, going to shekels, right? You come in today, and the card, if you clean this up janitor style, mind you, this is for super rares. You have a bunch of one-ofs, and then the card is going to go to the second page. If you want a playset, it's $2 already. Back to the highs, you know, and if you want another playset, you're going to have to just keep, where is it? You feel me? Like, it's hard. It's harder than people think. You don't see walls of China for this card. Look at that. We're in page 5 before we see another playset at around 340, 350s. And then eventually it'll be 4 to 5s. It's hard to get a playset from a single seller for this card. It's hard. It's harder to get than what people think, than what people give it credit for. That's why it's my emphasis right now on this card. Pick it up. I bought like 25 of these. They're around there. They're around here somewhere. I bought like 25 of these. They're in my stack here. It would take too much time to find it. But the whole point is I bought like 25 of these at $1. Why? Because it's effect veiler. You know, it's already going to be 2 to 3s up. I'm going to be up 2 to 3x. Easy. Penny stock. Easy. People, you know, always want veilers. Easy mode. It's a highly liquid card. It's a hand trap. It's always played in Yu-Gi-Oh! Essentially in one way or another. In one, you know, way, shape, or form. And yes, it can cycle in and out of meta formats. But right now, this veiler, man. Don't sleep on these cheaper copies. You have ultra rares. Look at this volume candle. Crazy. Volume is coming in, guys. As we can see, the demand is coming in, V-shape recovering, same deal. The ultras, look at that. You have one for 88 cents. It's a $2 card. And then after that, it's going to go to 3, 4 to 5s. Telling you, no one's paying attention to this card. Yes, we sporadically talked about veiler in the past, actually in the past couple days or a week or two. But right now, today, in the weekend, as all the craziness in Yu-Gi-Oh! Goes on, if you're looking forward to buy a card, you know, what should I be buying? Effect veiler. Pick your choosing. I would buy these holographics from the Rarity Collection 1 and get it more exposure to the card. We have Nadir serving. QCSR. Again, this card, we have Dogmatica support coming. You know, there's even like the alternate R getting reprinted from the anime, I think it was, and the little shorts that come out, things of that nature, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not too much into that. The whole point is there's going to be actual Dogmatica support coming. Don't sleep on Nadir serving. I think this card already has a Starlight, doesn't it? I think so. Might be mistaken. Let me see. Starlight rare? No. Okay. I thought it has a Pharaoh's rare then or something like that. No? Let me see. Okay. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought this card had different prints, but it doesn't. Look at that. This card only has 9 prints. And most of these came in the Rarity collection. So same deal. Look, yes, it could get a Starlight at any point then. Keep it in mind. But you know, who knows when we're gonna have a Rarity Collection 5 and if it would even be in there. So again, QCSR card was 40 bones, 40s. Man, the card went from 50 beans to a 40 piece. Wings from Wing Spot. Yeah, I mean, we ain't sponsored by Wing Stop, so Wing Spot. That's what I'm gonna say moving forward. And again, the card went from a 50 piece to a 40 piece. And then crash back down to 20s. Beautiful. You cannot make this stuff up, man. That's why I'm passionate about charts. Because men lie, women lie, the charts don't lie. They don't. Look at that. Look at this beautiful chart. Art class with Jay. I just got to. Look at that. Beautiful. You had a parabolic advanced move right here. Parabolic advanced move. All this was a parabolic rise. Second leg up status. Usually you have the first leg up, consolidate, second leg up status. Beautiful, right? We had the top at a 40 piece right there. Man, I don't draw arrows like these anymore. Hey, beautiful right there, the tools, right? Then you had the flash crash. You know, it went parabolic, went up too quick, too fast from 15 to 40s, giving that 2.5x if I'm not mistaken. And then it flash crash to where we have been consolidating, boys. We've been consolidating here. This is a buy signal. This is a yearly chart, mind you. We've been consolidating for like 5 months. Literally, just consolidating, going sideways. Lack of interest. Blood in the streets. No one remembers this card. No one's paying attention to it. Dogmatica support gets announced, if I'm not mistaken. And then the card is still consolidating sideways. And then the key point is that you're starting to see volume candles. Look at that. Volume candles. Volume right here. volume spikes again. So what do we expect for this card? This is what we expect, literally, eventually. You know, you're gonna form some type of double bottom right here. Boom. You know, while it's consolidating sideways, powerful, powerful. I'm seeing this card at 20s. If I'd be a mid stonker, a heavy stonker, I'd be coming in just buying a playset. At the very least, there's 3 playsets right here. It's readily available, actually. This card has a bunch of playsets between 19 to 20 bucks, 47 listings. The card is readily available. No one's paying attention to it. That's when you want to come in, sneak in here and get your playset. Get exposure to it. That's about it. Yes, the card has a million different rarities like we just discussed. So that's good. If you're not a mid stonker, heavy stonker, you're a penny stonker like your boy, then you come in and you have platinum secret rares that, look at that. It has the same chart pattern than the quarter century essentially. Look at that. Literally. Look. Same pattern. That is wild. Different version, same pattern. Charts don't lie. It's insane, man. Again, it was $1.73, went up to 550s, almost 6 bones, crashed back down, and on a smaller time frame, this is forming, you know, a booty shape recovery right there. If you go, that's why I love charts. You can play through the time frames, things of that nature. Look at that booty shape, man. No one's paying attention to this, man. This card is undergoing a booty shape recovery right now in the midst of it as we speak, combined with volume. Man, this is too easy. Card right now is 259s for Nadir Servant, Platinum Secret Rare. You have a couple one-ups, places at 3s. Honestly, if you want this card, this rarity, you want to invest into it, $3 is the play. You come in here, it's 10 bucks post-tax. The game is truly that easy. 29 listings. This $2-3 card could be 5, 750s and beyond. You never know. Don't sleep on it. And we have Nadir Servant PCR. Same deal. Look at that. This one actually had a double top formation and is actually revisiting the previous pivot low. Beautiful. That's what you want to see. Again, this card is $2. You have 1-ofs, 2-ofs, and then it's 374s, and then it goes up to 5s and beyond, guys. So again, no one's paying attention. Quietly, you come in here. Jay, my favorite rarity is PCR. Come in here, 2 bones or 2 to 3s. Get exposure to the PCR. Don't let this be 5, 750s and beyond, just like the Platinum Secret Rares. You never know how the hype can come through. And who knows if and when this card gets an additional print. You feel me? You have the PUR. You got 2 here for 2 bones. And then it goes to 3 bones immediately. And then beyond towards the bottom of the page. So pick your choosing. This card has been in an uptrend on the yearly chart. Literally, higher highs and higher lows. The next higher high, it will be on its way. The closer we got to support, the game is that easy. And the PUR is going up. You have the clean like Mr. Clean, secret rare, mid-max rarity. Look at that. Uptrend on the yearly chart. Beautiful uptrend. Higher highs and higher lows. The card has essentially always been money. Yeah, you come in here, oh, it's just a buck and some change. Money meaning that it's not shackles. Okay, it's been in an uptrend. 39 listings. You have a couple 1s and 2-ofs, and then the card goes to 250s and beyond. Don't let the secret rare be a 3-piece, a 4-piece, a 5-piece McNuggies from Mickey D's Happy Meal style, Happy Meal version. Hey, you come in here, you get your secret rares, you get to live to fight another day, man. Get that exposure. Make sure you guys get that exposure. First link in the description down below. If you want to buy any of these cards, the Effect Veilers, the Nadir Servers, the Prosperities, first link in the description down below right now at your convenience. Coming to a theater near you right now. First link in the description down below. You can fast track these cards and buy them all from one place to your convenience. Take advantage of the free tool, man. It's too easy. We're going to be hosting our giveaway very, very soon, guys. This is your last call. Literally, if you're watching this right now, this is your last call to participate in this playmat giveaway over there on X. We're like a couple Billy Bobs away from 600, man. Literally, shout out to Triff for helping your boy out, getting to almost 600. Guys, right here on 3 more Billy Bobs, man. Just 3 more Billy Bobs. Let's get to 600, guys, and might as well follow these instructions so you can participate in our free playmat giveaway to celebrate our 10K. We will be selecting a winner very, very soon. Maybe as soon as tonight. You never know. So make sure you keep this in mind, guys. There you go. And then make sure you don't forget, guys. Make sure you don't forget. That right there to subscribe, guys. Why? Because we continue to grow. It's all thanks to you guys. And it's weird to see the double digits, and as I get 10, 20, 30 to not see like the 0.1 or the 0.2, but hey, when you start getting to these levels, then every 100 it'll be 10.1. So it's crazy, man. It's all thanks to you, man. If you're watching right now, listening to my voice, you guys are straight MVPs. Make sure you subscribe on the way and like the video. It would be gladly appreciated. So again, Rarity Collection 1. The first 3 cards we touched based on, you know, a couple different rarities has been from Rarity Collection 1. Every once in a while, maybe like once a month, I like to revisit and go to the past. A flashback. You know, I just love it. I love it. Why? Because there's value. There's values in these sets that people forget about. Sure, we talk about some of these, you know, just randomly, if they're best selling, if they spike, if they crash. Yeah, we pull them up. If they're staples, we talk about some of these. But again, I always love coming back and doing, you know, kind of like a dedicated market watch to these, especially a Rarity Collection 1, considered to be a classic. I mean, you can see the boxes here have been crashing down from 166s to 142s, and actually there's a great level where there should be support right here, you know, just in case you want to seal back box. I mean, I think 140s is too expensive, honestly. That's just me. I mean, if you go from high to low here, we can see the most expensive card is Ash, and it got a Feed Ash Alternate Art Quarter Century reprinted, and Imprim is just getting a Starlight. So, you know, things are not looking that good for sealed. You know, Talent is at 1 now. And then, you know, we did talk about Veeler, but some of these already have alternate arts like nibs and things of that nature. So yeah, I mean, when it comes to the set in itself, like buying it sealed, things are not looking too good for this set in the short term, but long term, you know, it should age well, being the first Rarity collection. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Again, we have Forbidden Droplet, a staple, QCSR, recently was at 60 bones and flash crashing. This says the 55s, but we're actually even sub 50 bones, man. There's people coming in, buying this card up. Look at that. Two of them at $39.99. What a deal. Wow, this is what you call flash deals. Then you have people buying even up to play sets at the mid 40 level right there under 50s. You have one left at 48. Then, you know, the walls are at 52 bones. So again, this card is essentially has crashed back down to 50s and even lower. Some people coming in and getting them sales, you know, or buying them at lower than 50 bucks. So wow. So again, if you want this specific version, sure, Starlight Rare could be around the corner at any moment. Keep it in mind. But if it doesn't get reprinted in the tins, then I believe this one should age well until a possible Rarity Collection 5, where alternate art droplet. You know, I wonder if they reprint, let's say, a staple like this as a Starlight, if they'll just slap the same OG Rarity in a Rarity Collection 5, or if they're thinking about bringing some alternate arts as well. We'll see what they decide to do down the line for a broken staple card like this. Then we have Small World, QCSR. Again, this card is V-shape recovering from the lows, and no one's paying attention to this. No one out there is like, yo, Small World, man, it's a great time to pick it up. Man, this card is doing this, that, and the third. No, it's just we come to the charts, we see the volume, largest volume candle in the last 90 days. As we can see here, we can see the clear V-shaped recovery from the $650 lows, and it says to 7s, but the card is 10 bones. Card is double digits. Yes, you do have a couple play sets here and there, but the card then goes to $13 at the bottom of the page, 31 listings. This is why I love revisiting past sets, because no one, if we don't do this today, no one knows this card is 10 bucks essentially. You know, but now if you have the card, you're already up 30-35%, and you know this, you have this information. If you don't have the card and you want it, $10 would be like that last level that I would get this card at, you know, before it's like 15 to 20s in the future. You never know. Quarter Century Secret Rare Small World is 10 bucks, cracking the double digit mark right now. V-shape recovering strong with volume off the lows. Just wanted to report this to you guys. I don't know why. I don't know if the card will see use, utility, play. You guys will know more of the fundamentals, at least for this card, but technically speaking, the V-shape recovery continues to be in play. So don't forget, you have the Rarity Collection treatment. Yeah, and again, this is not like a Bonanza Stampede, you know, where you own some cards are boomers, you know, for boomers, and they only get the plat and the QCSR treatment. No. For Rarity Collection 1 and 2, all cards have all versions, all 7 different rarities inside the set, if I'm not mistaken. You know, so that's pretty interesting. You know, so yeah, my brain was thinking, you know, from Rarity Collection 1, was there some that already had the Quarter Century Secret Rare? But you guys know what I mean. That at least you're getting from 6 or 7 different rarities inside the Rarity Collection 1, not like the boomer cards that only get the plat and the QCSR treatment. So again, look, Platinum Secret Rare was $1 and some change. You have one here at 50 cents, but it's still, you know, 1s and 2s all the way to probably $2. So again, this card has been moving on up on the yearly chart. You know, not too much volume, is not liquid. There's not many people buying the Platinum Secret Rare, but at the same time, it has been going up in price just based off scarcity and how hard it is to get. 33 listings, so pretty interesting to see this Platinum Secret Rare. In case you want it, you have PCRs, the Shekels, V-shape, double bottom booty shape recovery here from Shekels. That is what, 66 cents all the way to $1. You have a couple one-ofs here. You have a playset at 75 cents. That's a great playset, because after that, card will be a Billy. So if you want to buy a card from Shekels to a Billy, now is the best time. This card has been in an uptrend on the yearly chart, mind you. So again, Small World is the play, especially for those cheaper you know, versions, prismatic versions as well. We have Mass Hero Dark Law. This card is too cheap. I mean, we're getting hero support pretty soon, and this card was $26, and then in the last 3 months it just flash crashed, says the 1920s. Card is $13.90s. $14, guys, with a playset here at under 14s. After that, it does reclaim the $15 mark, where you have Walls of China. Wow, this was unexpected. So you want to take advantage of flash crashes like these, guys, that hasn't even updated all the way back down to the scene of the crime. So no better time to get exposure to Mass Hero Dark Law. Sure, it could get a starlight at any moment, we understand, but in the meantime, the quarter century secret rare, I think it's a great move, a great play to pick up right before the hero support comes out. So definitely one to keep on your radar. We have Lone Fire Blossom. We talked about this card not too long ago. You know, it's still around 11, you know, pushing 12, 13s. Look at that. Towards the bottom of the page, let's clean this up. Janny Tour style. Right here. And yeah, it pushes 14 to 15s at the bottom of the page. And that's the thing. People need multiples of these when they play plants and boomer formats. And they had a massive volume candle, you know, pushing the card up to a yearly high in price. So if you need it, 10 and 11s is the last play before his 15s and beyond. Just keep it in mind. And it did get the full rarity treatment, so not a bad card overall to pick up, as people will always need this card, especially for boomer formats. We have Lava Golem QCSR. Again, this card, if we go to the yearly, has just been going up in price. Nothing too crazy though. I mean, let's clean this up here. So the card was 16s, went up to 20s, and then crashed back down to 16s, and now is rebounding back up towards 19, $20. So this card has been very volatile. Of course, this is a yearly chart. So yeah, Lava Golem is Lava Golem. It cycles in and out of meta formats, depending on if there's too many Omni Negates or just broken problem monsters, things of that nature. So yeah, it's a board breaker, pushing 20s. If you want the quarter century secret rare, anything below 20s should age very, very well. We have Lightning Storm QCSR. Again, this one has an alternate art that came in Stampede, which looks amazing. But if you want the OG, this card already has a Starlight. It already has a Starlight, and 3 months ago, this card was 28 to 30s. Insane, and in 3 months, it says it's 23s. We're around $22. So yeah, this card has been going down in price. You know, 37 listings, and honestly, 22 bones is not bad. For a quarter century secret rare Lightning Storm that when played is played at 2s, keep it in mind, man. It's card to keep in mind. You know, you have readily available here with 4s and 2ofs at 22s. So, you know, if you can get a deal locally at 20, that'd be great. But even at 22s, if you want your 2ofs, no better time to pick up this card that already has a Starlight rare, in my humble opinion. We have Ghost Bell Haunted Mansion. Recently talked about this card. Just wanted to highlight it again, that the card is, you know, pushing 40s, guys. So this is your last call. This is your last call. The card was mid-30s. Right now, it quickly reclaims the $40 mark. You do have walls here at 43, 44s. But I'm telling you, at this rate, this is volume is coming in, guys. Like these volume candles, there's nothing to play with. You know, this Wall of China could get gobbled up in 24 hours. I'm telling you. So don't let this card at around 40s become a 50, 60 piece. Just telling you guys, Ghost Bell is broken when it cycles into the meta, cycles in hard as it goes girl. You know, again, Rarity Collection Uno. Don't sleep on the bell. Talked about it at 20s. Now it's at 40s. Don't let me come back at 60s. Do as you must. We have borreload Savage Dragon. Talked about this card recently after V-shape spiking here after the Boro support was announced, literally right there. And then it's never looked back. Still pushing 18 towards 20s. So again, the Starlight rare also making moves. So, I mean, there's people speculating that it's coming off the list. We'll see. The card is too broken. And honestly, I can't blame people for speculating in the sense that, I mean, if you're getting Boro support, I mean, damn, The set is called Burst Protocol. Like, dang, if there was ever a time to unlock this card to one, it'll be this upcoming list. Or maybe the next one. We'll see. Maybe we're too early. Maybe we're a list too early. Because that set comes out, what? I think like early next year. You guys would know more than me. Or is it late this year? Yeah, I mean, you know, so we'll have to see. Yeah, because September to November. Yeah, so it might be late this year. If it's the one that comes out late this year, then, you know, they might hit it right now. They might unlock it right now to one to get people ready. So it'll be pretty interesting to see. Me, I picked up a couple PURs and PCRs and secrets and like just the I'm a penny stonker. You guys already know. But yeah, there's people out here speculating. So this card can easily continue going up, ramping up in price as we get closer and closer to an actual ban list. We have Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. QCSR, again, this already has a feed Ash, but the OG were on 40s, and this is double digits, guys. Wow. You know, again, the thing is with Ash, that this card can get a Starlight Rare reprint at any moment, or maybe an OTS OT, which it should have been had forever ago, right? You know, instead of reprinting Azamina and Chamber, Dragon Maid, and like what? Where's the Ghost Bells OT? The Ashes, like the even, man, don't even get me started. But again, the OG right here, 90 bones, as you can see, couple 1-ofs, then there's 2-ofs at 96s, then it does reclaim the triple digit mark. So honestly, if this is the version you want, you know, without a Starlight Rare being announced anytime soon, you know, probably comes in the Rarity Collection 5. But until then, this is the play at 90 bucks. Not bad. If you want it, if you're gonna play, if you're gonna get value out of it, and you prefer the OG art, 90 bones is pretty good actually for a quarter century secret rare Ash. And here we have the secret rare. Honestly, I think this is too cheap. You know, we already had the alternate art Rarity Collection treatment where we have the feed Ash secret rares already. So this is a mid-max rarity. It's not like you have to worry that much. Yeah, we can get a Starlight, like a higher rarity reprint at some point, but these secrets, I think they can age well, guys. On the yearly, this card was 12 bucks at one point. 12 bucks with the Billy Bob paying 18 to 20s. And again, flash crashing down to what? 4 bucks after we got the feed Ash reprint. Then it rebounded to 6s, and then, you know, it's been between 4 to 6 bucks. Yeah, that's where it's at now, around 5 bones. Not bad. 40 listings right here. If you ever wanted a clean copy of Secret Rare Ash, you know, commons are like $1.50 to 2s probably, and supers and ultras are 2 to 3. Like, you might as well, but you know, pay the extra couple of shekels, you know, Billy's here, and get the secret rare, perfect mid-max rarity from the Rarity Collection Uno, which is also scarce. No better time to pick up secret rare Ash than right now, in my humble opinion. Link in the description down below. Come over here, join our Discord and our X, and we have 15 free dollars off for you over here on Whatnot. We have accessories as well if you want to look into that. Right here, $15. You know, come over here and take advantage of that. Do not miss out, and then we continue to grow. It's all thanks to you guys. You know, we're at 10K, all to the thanks to this beautiful community, man. So make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, like the video if you're new here. We'll gladly appreciate that. You guys are all straight MVPs. None of this content is official financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. We talked about evenly matched the other day, and the card was like 36 bucks, I think, pushing 37s. And look, you have a flash deal coming in out of nowhere. Wow, a couple deals here. A playset at 32s plus another one of, and then another one here. That is not bad. Anything under 35s, I think ages very, very well. I think it was a Master Duel. I think the guy won with evenly. You know, at Worlds, if I'm not mistaken. I was like watching a little bit of the finals there. So yeah, I mean, you never know, man. You never know. 32. Look at that. There's another 2 here at 31.35. Shit. This card is too cheap, man. Card is too cheap. Of course, Starlight Rare at any moment. I get it. It is definitely possible. But in the meantime, anything below 35s should age well in the short term, because this card could rebound very fast, and volume has been coming in as of late. Do not sleep on the evenly broken card, man. Underrated card. The barrier at 20 bucks, same deal. You know, this is one of those cards that they're like a stable coin. Stable coining here, what does that mean? Is a coin that's stable. You know, it's just going sideways here. After it crashed from 30 to 20s, you know, you have a place that they're at 2077. So nothing too crazy. You know, sure, can this card be 15 bucks? Of course it can. Sure, is it not seem like crazy plays? Of course, but just wanted to highlight that this card still is a 20 piece. Card is broken, you know, so definitely keep it in mind. We have Triple Tactics Talent. Triple T's here, QCSR, you know, was 55 bones three months ago. Let's see here. 6 months ago, it was 80s, man. Wow. 6 months ago, exactly to the tune of that time frame, it was 80 bones, and it crashed down 50%. Why? Because it's at one of. Is at one on the balance now. It's a one of, and yeah, the card, right now is a 40 piece. And yeah, you have a couple ones and twos. Volume has still been coming in. People, just want their matching rarities. They're like, yo, the card was 80s. Yes, it's at one. Yeah, sure, it could get banned at any moment. The card is that broken. But at the same time, people want to match their rarity. Some people, they're collectors out there as well. They want one of each quarter century, things of that sorts. So the volume has been consistent here as the price has been going down. And if you need this card, a 40 piece, you're like, yo, I need it. I mean, it's much better than paying 80s, and it's still played at one. Then we have Striker Dragon. Again, this card has been retracing a tad bit back down to the mean. It hit 18 bucks on the high. Billy Bob came in desperate when the borrow support was announced, and now the card is 11s, but quickly goes up to 13 to 14s at the bottom of the page. There's only a couple ones and two ups. So honestly, if this is the version you want at 11 bucks, no excuse to not get exposure right now. Again, of course, we said that this card, if it reaches 15 to 20s, it's a great card to sell. And I still believe so, because, there's still a large gap zone between now and Burrow Burst Protocol. But again, at 11s, if you need your one of to play, and this is the version that you want, or if you want to get exposure at 11s because you think it can be a 20 piece and you would sell the closer to X move, definitely one to consider right now. Artemis the Majestus, Moon Maiden, and Celine, Queen of the Master Magicians. These are two cards that we always talk in tandem. Why? Because the Majestus build of Draco Tail that will be, played most likely later on during the format once we get the new Majestus support. Keep this in mind, man. This card, every time we come back to talk about this card, it's been more money for Artemis, the Majestus, Moon Maiden, and the volume is spiking up hard, guys. As we can see here, volume is coming in, and the card is actually pushing 15s as we speak, going down to 20 bucks at the bottom of the page, 17 listings only. We've been a proponent of you guys picking this card up. We've talked about this card nonstop. It seems like weekly at this point, because this is happening already. What I was going to say what I predicted, but I can't take all the credit. You got to give it to the crystal ball. We talked about this card, always talking about the Majestus angle of things, the new support coming out. This is going to be a 20 piece before you know it. Hopefully you have this card and you picked it up at close to 10, 11 bucks. It's pretty soon. It's going to be 15s in the short term, as you can see here. And then a 20 piece McNuckies from Mickey D's, as we always knew possible. Celine, same deal. This card was 12, 13s, crashed down to single digits. Massive volume came in, and now the card is 10 bucks. This is it, man. You have it 10s with shipping, and it quickly goes to 11s. And then after that, guys, it's going to go to 12, 13, 14, 15s, 40 listings right here. Don't let this be a 20 piece on you. You want the quarter century secret rare, and you're going to play this card in Majestus or, in Draco Tail. Guys, don't sleep on it. This card could easily 2x. No one would blink an eye. One to keep in mind. And we have Dimension Shifter, a card that most people hate, but some decks still play it at 1. So just one to keep in mind from the Rarity Collection Uno. This card used to be 965s, and it says it's bumping up to 1130s. And here we are, around between 10 and 11s. You have a couple of 1s and 2-ups. And yeah, so 37 listings. There's some decks out there that can play this at 1. So sure, I mean, just wanted to keep it, report on this card from Rarity Collection 1 that even as a 1-of, it is still technically playable. It is. It's a card most people hate, but the card in itself can win games. Just one to keep on your radar. We have Pot of Desires, QCSR. This card is around 9, 10 bucks. That's crazy. Card is cheap, man. Is Pot of Desires at 3 now? I think so, right? Wow. Yo, last year, December, this card was 29 pushing 30s. And then flash crash all the way down to the scene of the crime. Crazy, crazy moves in Yu-Gi-Oh! And at the time it was hot. It was hype. It was worth it. People were paying 25, 30 bucks, and now card is single digi. So, again, a card like this, if you want exposure from Rarity Collection 1, sure, it could get the Starlight Rare reprint. Just keep that in mind. But eventually this can curve back up, if the card ever sees play back in the meta, because drawing 2 is just too powerful, man. We have Magician Salvation, quarter century secret rare. Card was 12s. Right now it's bumping up to 7s, man. You do have a couple listings here and there, but don't sleep on these DM cards, especially from Rarity Collection 1. These are more scarce than people give it credit for. So yeah, the card V-shaper, double bottom here at around 4s. Then it went up to 12s, so 3x moving now. It retraced back down to the mean, but pretty soon this card can possibly reclaim the double-digit mark once again once the new Dark Magician stuff comes out. I love talking about quarter century secret rares like Cherubini, Ebon Angel of the Burning Abyss. Why? Because cards like these, they're always one card away, one print of a new card of new support away from going bonkers, from going parabolic, from being like a bunch of money. So again, $5 quarter centuries, not bad. Cherubini, not bad to get exposure. Look, card used to be 5s and change, went up to 8, almost pushing 9. You even had a sale at double digits. You're at 10 bones, and now retracing back down to the mean, all the way back down to the scene of the crime. $5 right there. Not bad, guys. Let's go to 650s at the bottom of the page. This card has the potential to be, you know, double digits one day. The potential is there. Sure, you might have to wait a while. I'm not saying it has to happen in the short or even in the midterm, but it's 5 bones, man. 5 bones for a quarter century secret rare from Rarity 1. Not a bad consideration at all. We have Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon Dragon. This quarter century secret rare used to be 350s forever. Forever. It consolidating for months and months on end. It spiked up to 926s, essentially with Billy Bob came in at 15s. Then the card crashed back down. But what are we getting here again? We're getting consolidation. Beautiful. Beautiful sideways consolidation. You can't draw this stuff up, man. You just can't. You can't. $4 right here. You have a couple one-ofs for, you know, a couple here at 469s. The card is essentially 5 bones. So, yeah, I mean, if you ever wanted this card, just keep it in mind. It's sub 5 bones. This could easily one day be double digits again. Photons always get high. People really love the deck. Things of that nature. Just one to keep on your radar. Alpha, the Master of Beasts. This card already has a Starlight. So, this quarter century secret rare at less than 3s, you know, at around 3, this is cheap. This is cheap, of course. Not that the card has seen play. Who knows if and when it'll see play in the future. But at the same time, it already has a Starlight. You know, this is 2 to 3 bones. Not bad at all. You know, under 3s right there for those play sets. Just a nice little play set to get exposure to. You know, not that it would go up in the short term, but, you know, you get these, you put it in a binder, you forget about them, and then one day they can 2x at the bare bones minimum, and you live to fight another day. We have Shadal Schism again with all the Shadal craziness and hype going on. This card was 3s and some change. It says it's bumping up a little bit here. You have a couple 1s and 2s. I place it at 374s, but after that, it quickly goes to 5 bones. The volume came in here recently. So again, for Shadal Schism, this card, Rarity Collection 1, making moves, making plays as a quarter century secret rare. Don't let this be $5 if you want your one of, just one to keep in mind. You have the Iris Sword Soul. Again, this QCSR just has been consolidating, but the volume candle, that's the sign. On the yearly, the second largest yearly volume candle in the last 365 days. All right. At the same time, while making a higher low here, double bottom formation and consolidating. This card, I mean, you have a couple 1s and 2s under 4s, but anything under 5s should be well if you really want and need to own the card. Great artwork, great card. Hasn't, you know, not to say that it has to come back into the meta, but just one to keep in mind. Guys, with all the craziness going on with Despia, Branded, Sword Soul is also part of like the lore, I guess. You guys would know more than me, but yeah, I mean, it's all like intertwined. So I wouldn't be surprised to see this card go up to $5 in the short term. And just, you know, Rarity Collection 1 quarter century secret rare. We have Ghost Trick Angel of Mischief. Yes, these cards are not meta relevant, but this artwork looks pretty nice, man. Artwork looks great. Card was $5. A year later is down over 50%. 63 listings. You have a couple 1-ofs here, and the 4-ofs are at 239s, man. So this card is, you know, in the low 2s, low to mid 2s right here. So yeah, I mean, it does eventually go back up to 3s and beyond, but you know, volume has been coming in here as well as of late. So you're buying a card at all-time lows right now. Anything under 3s should age well for this card that used to be $5, and I could see revisiting that price point at one point down the line. We have Pot of Extravagance, the Platinum Secret Rare. Again, this card was $4. And right now, you have a couple here at 3s, a couple 1-ofs, then multiples at 3s. And then this card could easily be $5, guys. Keep it in mind, a lot of people playing Pot of Extravagance. Just one you want to keep on your radar. We've been talking about this card as of late on our market watches as well. But the Platinum Secret Rare could easily be 5 bones in the short term. And the PCR, look, holding 3 strong. What a parabolic curve. Beautiful. Going from shekels to billies, literally from $1 to 3s. Lovely. Gave the 3x. What is forming now? A bull flag formation. Wow. Let me see on the 6 month. Yeah, I could study it from the 6 month. Let me see. That's $1 and some change. Yeah, this one's more powerful. And the volume is coming in, guys. At the same time, This is just so bullish. Like, this card is going to be, it's $3. We're going to go through the price in just a bit. But here, I mean, if you're 44 minutes in, you deserve this chart. You have the parabolic curve, right? Okay, this is the parabolic curve. You know, we find the local top right here, right? So again, you have the volume. So again, we believe in multi-factored plays. This is factor number one, the volume is coming in. Factor number two, we had a parabolic top, and now we're forming a bull flag pattern, bull flag formation. Jay, what is that? Wish I could zoom in here a little bit, like just to a certain area. But essentially what you can do, you can draw a flag. You can draw a flag with these 3 touch points right here. Let's do it like this. That should be, is it touching right there? Yeah, we could put it like that. And then we draw another one touching with the lows, okay? With the lows right there. So that's a flag. The pull, this is the pull right here. From the dollar, that's a dollar. Yeah, from the dollar mark, this is a pull. So essentially, look, that looks like a flag. You know, that looks like a flag in a way. You know what I mean? Like if you draw it like this, that's like a flag. You feel me? So that's the pattern that we're building here in this chart. How do a bullish bull flags work? So again, they consolidate between these 2 lines of the flag, you know, right here, and then you have the pull. So you can measure the pull. You can measure the pull price from $1 all the way to 3s, let's say. So that's a $2 move. So again, after this is done consolidating, what do we expect? A breakout towards 5 bones. That's what we expect. A breakout, the length of the pull price wise is $2. $2. From here to here, it was a $2 move. So after we're done consolidating, we're going to probably go up $2 from 250 to 3s, go up and have another $2 move, a second leg up status, what we call here, you know, a second leg up here in this parabolic advance move after consolidating, giving people, you know, another shot to come in before the next play right there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Men lie, women lie, the charts don't lie. Guys, it's not just about the card, it's about the education. It's about identifying these patterns, even for other cards. We're going to come back, and this $3 card is going to be 5 bones. You have a couple 1-ofs here at 3s. You even have multiples here, you know, at 3s and some change. You even have a 5-ofs at 4, but this card will be a $5 card in the short term. Volume is confirming the move. The game is too easy, man. The game is too easy. Bull flag formation. What is that? Who else talks about that in Yu-Gi-Oh? I'm the finance guy for a reason. It's funny when people call me that. We have the PUR here, same deal. We had a low at a buck, a bean, a bone, a billy, $1 right there, about a buck and some change. I was gonna say a duck and some change, you know. And then same deal, going up 3x. You have a couple 1s and 2-ofs, and then the card is 329s for that place, and not bad. $10 for that place at maybe 11s post tax, not bad. 2-ofs there at 273s. If this is your favorite rarity, keep it in mind. There's a lot going on with Pot of Extravagance right now. You don't want to miss out. We have Mud Dragon of the Swamp. This card used to be shekels, 90 cents, around $1. Then you wake up one day, parabolic. Volume coming in, super poly target. Platinum Secret Rare, you have a couple 1-ofs, a place at 267s. But after that, 1-ofs all the way to 5 bones. 5 bones. No one's paying attention to these moves. If you have this card, you kept it as Rarity Collection 1 bulk. You know, you have cards that used to be shekels. Now they're worth billies. Time to move on and take them profits off the table. The Winged Dragon of Ra, Sphere Mode, Platinum Secret Rare. Same deal. Card was a $150. Never look back, guys. 6 months ago, never look back. Parabolic is just 344s, but really, there's a couple 1-ofs, and then the card breaches the $5 mark, guys, and then it just keeps going up. Wow. So as we can see here, this card, yeah, you have a couple under 5s, and then at the bottom of the page, it starts hitting, man, I thought I cleaned this up janitor style. Right there starts hitting what? With shipping, that's 883s. Wild, guys. So don't sleep on the Sphere Mode right here. The card has been going parabolic throughout time, and pretty soon, it's going to hit double digits at the bottom of the page. Mind you, if people want this, they probably want 3-ofs, so yeah, I need to find these. I know I have a couple of these because they look great. They look amazing as Platinum Secret Rares from the Rarity Collection Uno. And lastly, we have Dogmatica Ecclesia the Virtuous, again, getting support down the line. The Platinum Secret Rare from Rarity Collection Uno used to be shekels, bumping up to $1 and some change. After a couple 1-ofs, the card starts going to, what is that, $3 and beyond, from shekels to billies. Love to see examples of cards like these going from shekels to billies. Always amazing. And yeah, if you have this card, you know, randomly have it, you know, it could be $3 in the short term. Definitely a great time to move this card into the new support. Hype, man. If you made it out, this far into the video, 50 minutes in, you guys are straight MVPs. Thanks for tuning in, guys, even through the weekend, you know, just along this road, along this journey. I really appreciate you guys. And you guys are all straight MVPs. Make sure you share this in one place in a group chat with some friends. It really does go a long way. Make sure you subscribe, ring that bell, like the video on the way out. We gladly appreciate that, man. Really appreciate you guys tuning in, finding value in what I do. And yo, shout out to Trip, man. Crazy episode, man. If you haven't tuned in, don't miss out. You have to check it out, man. It was just an awesome experience, guys. Guys, thank you so much for your time, for your support, for your attention. Stay fresh.